Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zero from TechDragon.info, and today we have a replay? Yes, a replay. That's new. A replay. A replay from Mizu in his KV-13. Now, he actually has a mark of excellence on it. Congrats. This tank, I personally really enjoy this thing. I should play more often, though. I have too many tanks that I need to work on, so I don't really get around to playing my fun tanks a whole lot, but actually, let me increase the map before anybody complains about the map being too small. There, is it too small now? Huh? There we go. This tank is somewhat of a special tank. Now, its gun is not that fantastic for a tier 7, let's be honest. What is it, 104, 44 penetration, 180 damage? Haha, I'm good, yep. Like I said, I own this tank, I know quite a bit about it. What makes this... wow, I need coffee. What makes this tank special? There we go, I can talk. Is the fact that it has a lot of armor, but doesn't sacrifice mobility for it. As you can see, we've made out, all the way over here. We're going up this slope at almost, well, at going 20 kilometers an hour. And this thing has the same amount of armor as an IS. Put a shot into the AMX-12T there. And come on, there we go, put another shot in. Lux is in the way. Putting ourselves between us and the Lux so he can't shoot him, although his turret was facing the wrong way regardless. Got a PZ coming over here. And he bounces. And that's the thing. This tank, it has such a nice amount of armor that when you are top tier, this thing moves like a medium, has the armor of a heavy. Gun, like I said, is not that fantastic, but put a nice shot into the T1 Heavy. At this tier, the gun is definitely not bad. I'm talking about the gun being bad if it's a bottom tier game for you. Then yeah, this gun is quite a bit less than fantastic. Try to put a shot into the T20 on the move there. But if you let this thing zoom in, it's actually not... If you let it zoom in... It's not that inaccurate, really. Depression is a problem, though. Depression is not great in this thing. That is definitely one big issue with it. But, yeah, the thing is, this tank has survivability. Where normal mediums, think of it like a Super Pershing. Even the current state of the Super Pershing. It's not fantastic with the armor the Super Pershing has now. And put a shot into the T67 here. And he misses us, that's always fantastic, and we finish him off. No, what was I gonna say? The Super Pershing, if you've never played it, then, oh crap, I get shot on the side there. Let's see if we can beat his turret reverse. No, we duped him. Oh, we lit him on fire, and we bounce a shot. And that's just the thing, this tank, I would say, on average, bounces 1 in every 3, 1 in every 4 shots, depending on the tier though. If you're bottom tier, a lot less, but even so, this thing can actually bounce shots, so where a normal tank would have died in, let's say, 5 shots, this thing can actually take 1 or 2 extra hits because it bounces 1 or 2, and it just gives you that extra survivability to stay in the game longer and do more. And I've had this tank absolutely get wrecked by getting shot at, but still surviving because I could bounce shit. And that makes this tank so incredibly interesting and strong. On depression. Oh, no, we do have the depression, it just was the replacement map. And we finish off the KV-1 there. Some more tank ass to shoot at. I'm surprised he's not going left here, he could have come up behind those Churchills there. I guess he smelled more blood and wanted more kills. There we go, finish him off. Are we behind the IS or is he looking at us? Nope, we're behind him. And put one into his ass. Can we finish him off? He's burning, very low health, bit of a steal, but oh well, he's gone. KV-1 getting shot in the ass by the Churchills. That's gonna be tough though, Churchills. Especially Churchill 7. The other one not too worried about. Churchill 7, a lot less ease pinning him. Definitely a lot tougher. There we go. Find that nice weak spot. Oh, he's not looking at us. He's probably thinking, I don't really have a... Oh, we switched the premium rounds, that's why we're pending. Okay. And there we go, bounced another shot. See what I mean with survivability of this thing? Oh, silent turrets, come on. He gets ran by a TD. Let's take a look at the stats. Now, before we go to the stats, I want to show you something real quick on my stats on it. Don't look at the victory ratio. The last time I was playing this thing, I had I think a losing streak of 10 games in a row on this thing. I was having fun, I was doing good. It was just, you know, if my entire team died within the first 3 minutes, not much you can do. And just getting horrifically bad luck. So don't look at the victory ratio right now, it will go back up. And don't even look at that one. I have recently rebought that thing. I played it probably 2-3 years ago, a long time ago, and I was horrible at the game back then. So yeah, that's why that victory ratio is still so bloody shit. And by the way, my 110, I finally got 1 victory, or maybe 2 on it. Having such bad luck on my on those 2 is unbelievable. But I'll get back into it and I'll fix it. But that's not why we're here. So yeah, overlook the victory ratio. I was rocking like a 60% victory ratio and then streak of bad games and it just plummeted. But anyways, so damage ratio 1, destruction ratio 1.37, armor use 0.31. Now it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but let's take a look at an IS. That's only at 0.4. Let's see, something with a bit of armor. T14, well that one has a lot of course because, yeah. But light tank, none. T20, 0.01. Now granted, I recently rebought this thing, so back then this stat didn't exist yet, the armor use, so that's not entirely representable of what it is, but I mean look here, the 25, Tigers, 21, something else, 0.36, 0.23, yeah, I don't have any good comparisons here, but as you can see for a medium, 0.31 is not bad at all. Let's actually sort this on tank type, and let's take a look. Super Pershing, yeah, no surprise there, 0.18, 0.01, 0.33, 0.19, 0.22, almost none, 0.33, so I think 0.31 in this tank is not that bad at all, and it really does bounce a lot, but only if it's top tier. If it's bottom tier, it's still gonna struggle, but almost 1,000 average damage, also receive 1,000, but that's mostly, like I said, because of that bad luck streak, and I died every single game in the last 10 games or so that I played, so no surprise that that went up. Spawning damage 300, yeah, so overall I would say that this is a pretty solid tank and a good fun tank, but mine still needs a bit of work. The crew is getting there, but still only on the first skill, don't have 6 cents yet, you know, that sort of stuff, so it's getting there. But if we take a look at the armor, it does have 120 frontal armor, and the turret is 100mm of frontal armor, so this thing is tough as hell from the front, so it makes it into a very interesting, very fun tank in my opinion. Anyways, let's get back to the stats. And here we are with the stats. This was a Mastery Badge Ace Tanker game. We got a Fire for Effect, Bruiser, Radley Walters, High Caliber, and a Top Gun. We did do some spawning damage on a couple of tanks, not too many by the looks of it. Let's take a look at what we did. 1,450 base experience, did 3.1k damage and 8 kills. Holy crap, Rooney. That is quite a bit. Let's sort on damage real quick. Yeah, we can add the first 3 or 4 people together to do the same amount as we did, so yeah, we did pretty damn good. Then again, you know, we were top tier, and yeah, he didn't get the 9th kill, but come on, SU-100 ramming somebody to death, that, you know, that's pretty good as well. Let's take a look at the details report. Fired 28, hit 23, fired a couple at that T20 blind shots and unaimed shots, so not that surprising, but of the 23, 22 penetrated, yeah. When this thing is top tier, you pretty much have no pen issues whatsoever. Hits received 7, 3 of them penetrated, 4 did not, and that's what I mean. This thing just has survivability, and it can withstand just much more than any other medium, which makes this a very interesting tank because it still does have speed. It's not slow at all. It's in fact, I think even more mobile than the T43, the normal tier 7. well, normal, I'd say normal, but the in-branch tier 7 medium. So it has more mobility and slightly worse gun though, but better armor by far than the quote-unquote standard tier 7 medium. So yeah, pretty good. Spotted 3, damaged 10, destroyed 8, 400 spotting damage, drove a whopping 2 kilometers, made 41k profit. That's another thing. This thing actually makes a decent, healthy amount of profit for being a non-premium, I mean. So even without premium, that was 21k profit. That's not too shabby. And sadly, this was only during a 2x event. There's currently a 3x event going on the US server. Don't know about Europe or Russian or Asian server, but yeah. Still with premium, with a double, good for 4,350 experience. Wow. Thank you, Mizu, for sending this in, and I have to say I do enjoy this tank quite a bit as well, even though I had a pretty horrific bad luck streak in it. I do have multiple videos up, I think, on this tank already. If not, then in the future I probably will. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. And one more small thing, if you do have awesome replays, you can send them in to the email address that's at the in the description. It's replay@TechDragon, replays. Look in the description. I don't even know. It's one of those two. And you might be featured here as well. See ya.